All right, Aruna, it's Tuesday afternoon. What is it, the 25th of January, 2022? So once again, power wash in the front. If you want curb appeal, still is in effect. And then you do have some trash out here that, in theory, should get cleaned up some. Coming through here, I'm not going to step on this. This is your new tile. This is where it was cracked. You can see, I guess you put this black area here to kind of give it this gap of a clean look. And, you know, once again, the door we can talk about. So, coming through here, it's a little bit raised, but it's not cracked, so obviously much better. It's a black tile or black grout versus your other color.
It's actually pretty close.
Yeah. So
once you wet it down.
So coming through here, all I was going to point out is there are this kind of thing. The walls do have your imperfections. There aren't many that I've really noticed to stand out, but there are those kind of things there. Things like this, he saw a little trim work. It's like this is like a little gray. Same thing up there on the cover. You know, it's a little bit, should have some white. He's saying he didn't do the garage. I really wouldn't spend a whole lot of time and energy in here. It's a big garage. People will be happy with the space. He's still painting the risers here, but you know, some of these steps, in my mind, we could have gone darker with the stain. I mean, I don't be shadow, but you can see the staining. They've already been polyed, so polyurethane's already down. Like I said, he's doing the risers. They look better up on the next level, but on this thing, maybe if we had like a nice dark stain through here, that would have been a good way to go. I'm gonna slide by you. So he's doing these up here. So we've got this, the transition strips down. Like I said, everything, you know, you got your wall kind of things, but we knew for the budget, you know, you weren't gonna get all that kind of stuff done. So coming through here, these steps look a little bit better, but a little bit beat up. When you go to that next level, they look really kind of almost perfect. But it doesn't look bad. The first ones, when you walk in, they almost look unfinished. They could have had that darker stain. All he said in the kitchen is he painted. Definitely need a cleaning. You know, there's mold in there. We got some light bulbs out. One light bulb over here in the kitchen. Some hangers in here. Hangers in there. Coming through, floors look good. He did something with the toilet. He told me that we knew that was broken, so he fixed that. Coming through here, over here there was a little paint that was like didn't bleed through enough. He said this thing absorbed a lot of paint. You know, another light bulb out over there. I don't know what you want to do about curtains. Technically, I would think you'd want to supply curtains for your tenants. You know, this thing here, not the prettiest looking one, I'd say. Could maybe change that out if you wanted to. You know, you asked me to look at the heater. I don't know anything about heaters. Coming through here, the stairs really start to look a little better. You got a little paint on here, which kind of come off. But coming through here, these steps look a lot better in my mind than that first floor level. So up here, the darker isn't necessary. But, you know, once again, you got your imperfections in the wall. You know, we knew that. And then coming up here as well, we're gonna go start up in the front bedroom. So it works with the light switch. Well, it works with the light switch, but you also have this these remotes too, and this really does work. But the bedroom looks good. Once again, no window treatments. Coming through here, you put on a new vanity, your tub. You got to get this tub caulked, and arguably, I would consider getting somebody to reglaze these tubs. You reglaze the tubs, you can keep them. Probably cost you about $350, $300, $350 a tub. I just did one on a property, but all this grout, it's got to get cleaned up. But you really just need new caulk around each tub. So that's the decision. I mean, your hardware, if you want to swap it out, you could. Probably don't need to, but I would at least clean up that stuff and so forth. Missing light bulb over there. Coming through here. Washer dryer still here. Coming through here. Once again, you got your new vanity here. Only 1 out of 5 light bulbs working. Tub in here. The caulk looks better. Still needs some caulking back there. This thing could use, I guess maybe use some cleaning, including these doors to be cleaned. Tub in here doesn't look as bad, but I would definitely do something with the drain cover down there. There's nothing for the drain. And once again, you might be, if you really want to, the other tub looks better, or the other tub looks worse, but I'd maybe spend the money and just reglaze the tub and make it look new. Coming through here, I didn't check the closets. All right. So one thing he pointed out to me, he felt it was too cold. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I don't know enough. I'd have to talk to people. But he's saying painting outside. So he didn't do any, you know, you got to remember whatever the contract called for. Take into account all this work here, not painted. And really, like I said, look at all the, you know, the dog fucking ripped that shit out. And, you know, this isn't a big deal. But, you know, it is what it is. The color looks fine. Coming upstairs, these need to be vacuumed. Arguably, you could maybe get them steam cleaned. Some of this stuff, that's just dirt. So that's just mostly just dirt. We'll vacuum up. But for $100, $150, you can probably just get this area cleaned. The only area that we see that's really, this is like hard. Like literally hard. I don't know what's going on over there. The carpets look okay. You know, you have an outlet coming there. Here looks like a stain too, by the way. Here's a little yellow, but that's yellow. But a little, that needs to go. You got a smoke detector here, hardwired. You know, certainly you got to get that fixed. You know, things like this. You know, just they don't mean you can paint it white. The others are white. Just looks out of place, quite frankly. Same thing with this cover here. There's a phone one, you know, you gotta get that thing screwed back on, and I'd maybe just paint it white as well. I didn't check this light, we checked last time. So anyway, that's the situation. I mean, house looks a heck of a lot better. Obviously, you spent a bunch of money. But, you know, I still think we're falling short. A couple things, I think you need some handyman time on things like getting that smoke detector, getting that thing in back there, the light bulbs, you know, in the bathrooms and some throughout the house. He did put in these new LED things, which, by the way, in a couple places, which are kind of neat. It changes color, by the way. On the other one downstairs, see how it goes to different light? You can't tell. But when you flick it like this, it goes to like a brighter light or different light colors. So it's kind of neat, whatever it is. I don't understand the technology. I've never seen it before. Just coming down. You know, handrails look okay. No. Can turn off the lights up here. So that's kind of the general look at. I'm going to take a photo of the bathtubs in case you want to. I can send them to a glazing person for you. I do have somebody I just used, and they were like $350, or maybe I paid more because to get some more stuff done. But you got to get this stuff caulked. All right. Okay, I'm gonna hang up for now.